Special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Chargers and the Silver and Black coming up next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback, CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got the rookie from Georgia. That's Brock Bowers.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Two yards to go, second down. Play action. Now O'Connell.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Throwing, O'Connell.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Harrison Bryant from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Herbert.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. To throw here, O'Connell. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. That throw right side here going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for LA is Darius Davis. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. And O'Connell now to throw.
A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Third and 3. Now it's O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front. As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
His throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Herbert throwing again.
Finds Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw to Disley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Here's O'Connell. Short throw caught by Bowers. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3.
A give up the gut to Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
That's caught by Tucker.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 46, here's second down and 8. Throwing, O'Connell.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On the handoff, it's Madison. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Chargers offense and Gus Edwards heading onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short throw to Disley. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and a yard.
Again, Herbert.
That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Lad McConkey
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
A final shot before break. O'Connell.
That one deep from Marshall.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They are all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Short throw to Disley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. He's got another one to Johnston. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That's caught by Tucker.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd down and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for Vegas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Herbert off of play action.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. Powers through.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and a couple. And they run with Edwards off the option.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. By the convert on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And a short gain down to about the 33. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. That is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
33 yards.
And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's O'Connell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Abdullah.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Draw play, Madison.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd down and 6 now.
They run once more with Edwards. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now it's Herbert. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And Edwards will score for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's O'Connell.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 3rd and very short, I guess I'm a little surprised they tried to pop that to the outside.
They must have felt like there was just no space to run the ball inside and decided to go wide and hope that you can just find a crack, find a crease, put your foot in the ground, and get upfield. Unable to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Back to throw. O'Connell.
Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Open man is Tucker. A big play looming on 3rd down. O'Connell looking to throw yet again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Second and 6 coming up. O'Connell.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Play action. Now O'Connell.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his tight end. That's Bowers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now, 2nd and goal. To throw here, O'Connell.
This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amir Abdullah, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
On the return, Trey Tucker. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.